Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet on the bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millis Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Eutaw, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin' Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin' Outdoors live show. It is January the 20th, 2023. We live from the Lawler Timber Company, Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center, 44 degrees outside. We got partly cloudy with a north wind at 5 miles per hour, and we got a lot to go over this morning. Last week, Todd Prater with the Selma Sun newspaper and the Black Belt News Network came on right after the tornado hit last Thursday. And I'm going to bring old Todd back in here this morning. Good morning, Todd.
Hey, Big Daddy. How are you today?
Last week when we were talking about the tornado, I don't think me and you, either one, realized just how serious it was. I mean, it was the day after, the morning after. We hadn't seen all the damage, but buddy, you've had a week. You're up there right in the middle of it, Todd. Give us an update on what's going on in Selma.
Well, and you're right, because we had only seen one little section of the damage, and boy, I tell you, it like I've said, in many years I've seen tornado damage, it never ceases to amaze and shock you. But most of the homes here in town right now that can have power do have power. You know, a funny thing, last week after I gave the update, it was literally, you said, thank you, Todd, click me off. And about 3 minutes later, while I was trying to log in to watch your show, power went off, internet went out, the whole thing stopped because it was so intermittent. Now that's pretty much solved now. But
well, it's not down here. And I was just, Tommy D, me and him usually exchange texts every morning before the show, and we ain't had any internet out here at the Woodyard for 3 days. And so my internet's all messed up. So that's what I was working on this morning to get on the air, and didn't reply to Tommy D, but I apologize, Tommy D. But go ahead, Todd.
Well, it's still a little intermittent every now and then, especially in town, because there's some homes that just can't get power right now because the damage is too bad. And so they're having to work around all that too. Most of the streets are cleared. Although the debris is piled up on the side of the road, the debris is still there. It's just that most of the streets you can drive through. They're still encouraging people to stay out of the damaged area because there's so much work going on, utility work and repair work and cleaning up. But for the most part, you know, last week there were just places you could, if you weren't walking, you weren't going there.
Yeah.
And it's not so bad this week.
Well, I remember last week somebody asked about the Live Oak Cemetery, and we didn't know at that time, but it had major damage.
Well, we have a story about that, as a matter of fact, on our website and on our Facebook. I talked to Doug Buster with the Cemetery Preservation Group, and he told me that in old Live Oak, there's only about 5 or 6 trees that came down, and a couple of stones may have got knocked over, but nothing seems to be seriously damaged.
Good.
Whole different story in New Live Oak Cemetery. About half the trees got knocked down. There's some stones that are broken as well as knocked over. So that was going to be a little more difficult to clean up and to repair. But the Cemetery Preservation Group and Selma Funeral Home are going to work together and get that done. Just right now, that's on the back burner.
Right.
And both of them are doing other stuff.
Yeah. What is top priority now, Todd? Y'all are getting so much help from so many people. I keep up with it every day. You're covering it every day. The people have just been awesome coming in there to help y'all. It is
amazing.
It is heartwarming to see the support that y'all are getting there in Selma and in Autauga County too.
I'm doing a story that I'm going to hopefully get done today about some of the different folks that have come into town and that are helping. Had a guy from Huntsville. He's from Pine Hill. He's living in Huntsville because he's military, and he came down here to cook for the folks that didn't have food. And that's just one of many. But FEMA is in town now. FEMA came in about 3 days ago, and they are not only asking for volunteers, but they're asking for to register. And that's one of the things that the mayor and everybody has pushed real hard. Register with FEMA if you have any damage whatsoever, and you see the number and the website right there. And of course, there's also places you can go to register live and in person with a FEMA representative. The Red Cross Shelter at Selma High School is one. The Church Street United Methodist Church, which is also where volunteers can register. You can get volunteer credit if you register and become a volunteer. Then the city can get reimbursed, and it helps the city to FEMA will reimburse the city, and it will help the city to recoup some of the money lost from the tornado. So that I mean, one of the big problems with a situation like this is the revenue that's lost by the people, the businesses, and the municipality, because there's a lot of revenue that will be lost. A lot of money's coming in, and that's another point that the mayor made, and somebody else, I don't remember who now, but anyway, it was that money coming in is a good thing because that helps to that lets people go buy goods instead of just giving them the goods. If buy the goods, it helps to support the economy that is damaged right now. And so he wants the money. So that's a good thing. On the same note, looting has been a problem. Looting and I talked to Chief Fulford one day. He said, "Yeah, unfortunately, we got people that are doing it." Two things that warnings we got. The Attorney General Steve Marshall was in town Thursday, and he warned people who were looting, and he warned people who are in town, contractors and builders who are unscrupulous, who are not here to do the right thing. He said if there's builder fraud or scammers, that they will be caught and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That and it will be quick. And what was the other word he used? Anyway, swift and harsh. That's it. Swift.
Yeah, good.
So there's been a number of things to look. There's a story I got online right now about what to look for. One of the big things is if a contractor says, "Hey, give me the money up front," don't do it. They're not, you also need to see their license. Seth Gowan from the Alabama Home Builders Licensure Board showed a picture of what the license is supposed to look like. And it's a certificate. And if they cannot produce this, if you have damage in your home and your contractor cannot produce this license, then he is not licensed in the state of Alabama. Don't use it. Right. You also need a license here in the city to be sure that that he has been vetted by the city as well. And there on our story on the website, on our Facebook page, there is a website and a phone number you can call the licensure board, and they can give you a list of licensed, qualified, and competent home builders that can help you if you have damage and you need to get it fixed.
Well, that's good. And that's on the Selma Sun Facebook page, correct?
Yes, there's Selma Sun Facebook page, selmasun.com. And there's also some video stories on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So y'all go check all that out. And now, if somebody wants to help, Todd, I know y'all got a lot of help. Is it anything you need? Is it anything? What is top priority now for the people that have been separated from their home? I saw somebody put up, they're looking for volunteers, are looking for places to stay, coming in helping. I saw you put a post up like that.
Right. Yeah. I think that's one of the things is a place where they can stay. Then, of course, money to buy the things that we need. Tarps have been in short supply. I believe that's starting to ease up a little bit. I know yesterday I was down in Beloit, which got hit pretty hard, and the VFW was down there and had a load of tarps for folks that needed to put them over the top. Because one of the things that the FEMA folks and the help folks have said is protect your damage. In other words, you want to cover up what you do have and don't let it get any worse, because you need to document and show what's been damaged. And those tarps go a long way to helping that. And you don't want to prevent any further damage as well. So, tarps. Right now, again, even the mayor has said there's enough goods, although the supplies will run out and we need it to be replenished. But money is the biggest thing, so people can buy what they actually need.
Yeah.
So, that makes sense to me. You help the economy and all. So,
well, Todd, thank you for your hard work. I know you've been covering, and I know they're working the devil out of you up there, and I've been keeping up. You've been keeping up with it pretty good, and I appreciate you coming on and talking about it this morning. And we're going to before I let you go, though, we have got to talk about something else on February the 18th, 2023, the the Black Belt News Network, what is famous for covering outdoor events, is going to have to be, you're going to have to hire some extra help. In Demopolis, we got the Alabama Hawkers Association meet and hunt. Down in Jackson, we got the coon hunt, the Elvis Roberts Memorial St. Jude coon hunt. In Selma, we got the David K. Nelson squirrel hunt. And in Camden that day, we got the Miller's Ferry Jugging Open. And that's what I want to talk about with you. First of all, this morning, I'm going to bring in Mr. Team Bigfoot, Mr. Joe Allen Dunn. And this will be the third organized Jugging Open on Miller's Ferry. And we have had 4 January the 1st non-official jugging competitions on Miller's Ferry. And me and Kevin Sims, co-host of the Wednesday night Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report, have both finished in the top in one of those. Joe Allen has fished in every one of them and has not even placed, but he's got some breaking news this morning. Good morning, Joe Allen.
Good morning. Yeah, I done recruited a new team. All the Team Bigfoot fans need to be at this tournament, because I predict Team Foot's gonna blow it out. They're gonna blow it out this year.
And so y'all, this is the same thing he said before every jugging event we've had.
Well, I've really kind of sandbagged on most of them. I've held back because I didn't want to jump out there and win the thing. But because I asked you that the other day, I said, "Do you think folks will care if I fish in this one this year?" And you shook your head and said, "That's the least of their worries," you said, about me getting it. But I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing this jugging out a long time, and I do know what it takes to win. So I'm taking the gloves off. So let's put it that way. I ain't holding nothing back now.
You hear me, Todd?
Yeah, I hear that. And, I'm going to be there documenting this now.
Well, that's good. I got to have it documented so I can put it in Big Daddy's face every year from now on.
Oh,
because, Big Daddy wins one, and then he said he don't want to fish in it. I said, "Now that ain't quite right. Now you ought to allow me to be able to whoop team getting outdoors, and have that of a feather in my hat.
Well, if I could get me a partner like Kevin, he's fishing in a whole nother team. If I could get me a partner like Kevin, I'd go out there and I'd be back at dinner time and have that thing knocked out like we did January the 1st.
Well, you're going to have to recruit like I did. I needed some young members. That way I can do what the last two I've had to help do too much. My blood pressure won't allow me to do too much. So I'm going to be back in the captain's chair like I've always been, and I'm going to give directions and what to do.
I think there's some liquid medicine that'll help you calm down a little bit, so your blood pressure won't be high.
Look up there on the top left on that picture I just put up, and then look on the bottom left, and that was what Team Bigfoot did January the 1st.
Well, I was training that young team then. That's some of my young ones coming on.
That's cool.
All right,
it's going to be a fun day regardless, though. Everybody needs to be down there for that. That's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And it's going to be at Roland Cooper State Park. The weigh in will be live from the T-Pier down there February the 18th. Team Bigfoot is the big-time underdog, but they are going to they are thumping their chest pretty hard this morning, Todd.
It's going to be good to see what he's got, what he brings to the table, because it's going to be a fun day.
And
you want to fish. I know some young folks who might want to join you and give Joe Allen an opportunity to whoop the champ.
Poor old Bud Williamson, he drove all the way up here from Gosport at the last one. And when he walked up the hill, it was like he leaving his best friend's funeral. So Joe Allen didn't even bring a fish in.
Well, there was a lot of stories for that year. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to disappoint Mr. Bud this year. He can raise his Team Bigfoot flag and fly it high when he leaves.
Well, he's got one. He's got one.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of happy folks on that team last jugging competition.
Hey, Todd, have you got to go, or can you stay on with us?
I can stay as long as you want me to.
All right, let's go over some events that are coming up with y'all. I got this from Wendy this week. The Clark County Extension 2023 Market Outlook and Beef Production Meeting will be January the 26th from 6 to 8 o'clock. I think they're going to feed y'all at the Jackson Community Center. Call 251-275-3121 to register. That is for all you cattle beef producers in Clark, Washington, Monroe County, Wilcox County. That is something that I know that y'all are very, very concerned about. And so you might want to attend that meeting. Also, the Wilcox Area Chamber Big Buck Contest is going on as we speak. And next weekend will be the last big doe contest. And that will be next Saturday and Sunday, January the 28th and 29th. And you do not have to, you have to have a ticket, but you won't have to turn your ticket in. And this will be a $500 first, $250 second, and $100 third. So that is an easy way to get some money. You know where one of them old big nannies are. Joe Allen, you need to get your grandchildren into that.
Yeah, well, talking about that, the deer show running good, and Cameron killed a big 7-point last night. So,
okay,
need to be in the woods with your ticket right now.
I tell you what I did last weekend. I attended the Alabama Crappie Masters qualifying tournament up at Cooter's Pond, and let me tell you, those boys caught some fish. Top left picture, that is Aaron Knight. He won it. And then Brandon Threadgill and Joe Pazina, they came in second. That old Shane Jones, but that's a pound 5.5 fish. He came in 9th place. And Jonathan and Wyatt Phillips, they had a good day. And then that is Jason Domain and his partner. But they caught some nice fish. It was a tough fishing day, Joe Allen. But it was those guys with the Alabama Crappie Masters are doing a very, very good job of those tournaments. And they come into Miller's Ferry in 2024. So we're really looking forward to that. We got a good crowd on here this morning. That old Marion Dansby's tuned in this morning. Watch out, the crappie, the Captain Brook and Dansby team. Oh, yeah, Marion's going to be fishing in it. Now, his daddy used to catch some catfish. But I'm telling you what, we're going to have a great time.
I can't wait for that day. It's going to be fun.
All right, I see Ron Jolly's tuned in. I just dropped podcast number 201. And even if you are not a turkey hunter, I urge you to go listen to that podcast. I sat down with Dr. Marcus Langsley of the University of Florida and Dr. Will Gooseby with Auburn University. They are two young, very good turkey biologists. They're starting a new podcast that we'll launch this Sunday. It's called Wild Turkey Science, and they are going to, what they said, poke the bear with this turkey research. They are fixing to challenge all the turkey research. They are going to back it up with their own research. They're bringing in scientists from all over the Southeast, and they are going to talk about some very controversial issues about the wild turkey, and it is going to change the attitude of a lot of people, and that will launch this week, Sunday. Wild Turkey Science podcast, and I did a great interview with them on podcast 201, and y'all need to go check it out. I'm hearing some chatter about A&M Pawn Shop in Monroeville wanting to do a coyote competition. Joshua Sheffield put a post up last night, and he want to do it in March, but I think that'll be something good. Joe Allen, you might want to get in on that. That coyote. The coyote hunting is getting to be real popular.
That coyote hunting helps them turkeys out too.
That's right.
And Joe Allen, our buddy David Rayner, did you read his article this weekend?
No, I did not.
He wrote an article about the Keith and Huntley D's. They went bass fishing. I believe it was Christmas. And they caught that 164-pound state record alligator gar. And David's got a great article. I got it on my Facebook page. He wrote about how they did it. They went bass fishing and ended up with the state record alligator gar. So that is that is a great article. So y'all go and check it out, because David Rayner, we got to get him back down here, Joe Allen. He ain't been here in a long time.
Hey, where'd Joe go?
Oh, we lost Joe Allen. There he is. I said, we got to get David Rayner back down here. You don't unmute your microphone. Your microphone's muted. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, he muted his mic.
You got to unmute your mic. There you go.
I got it.
Yeah. I said, we got to get David Rayner back down here. He needs to go on a live scope trip, and he needs to go on another jugging trip, Joanna.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get him down here for the jugging competition.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to come see.
Yeah.
He'll love that. I like him. He's a good writer, too.
He is a darn good writer. All right, let's see what else we got. That's all the notes I got. I think we have got one more week, Joe Allen, in the Camp Chef photo challenge. We've got some great pictures. We got one more week, and then you and Todd gonna have to do some judging. And submit your photos to the Gettin Outdoors Facebook page with hashtag GOCCPC. Somebody's gonna win a nice prize at the end of the month. Just take a picture of a plate or your stove top or your buffet or whatever you're doing while you're cooking, and we're going to judge your photo, Joe Allen and Todd. When we're going to have another Camp Chef video?
Well, first thing I'm going to say, Big Daddy, I am not looking forward to judging this, because everything looks so good. It's going to be hard, and that's going to be a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, y'all stand by. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's, outfitters for the serious sportsman. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906, bringing you the Gettin Outdoors weather since 2007. West Alabama Land Services, Jason Daly, licensed, insured, forestry mulching, brush cutting, and much more. Plaza Golf Cart Sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa, your easy-go superstore. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama, proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin Outdoors podcast. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama, family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Class Storage on the bypass in Camden, Alabama. Safe, secure storage for that motorhome, boat, or camper. ClassStorageLLC.com. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now let's get back to the live show.
Smackdown 2023.
Just had to throw that little video in there, Alan, where you get you fired up a little bit.
That's good. That's good. Just putting fuel on the fire. That's all.
That's right. That's right. Hey, let's go over the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Care and weekend weather forecast for this weekend on the Lake Millis Ferry area. Today, partly sunny with a high near 59, north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers, mainly after midnight. Mostly cloudy with a low around 43. North winds tonight 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then tomorrow, Saturday, a 50% chance of rain or showers, cloudy with a high near 53. East winds 5 miles an hour. And Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm, low around 46, east winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain Saturday night is 90%. Then Sunday, a 50% chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 59, east winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, but coming west in the afternoon. Then Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 39, west winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. So it's going to be a little chilly Sunday night. That is your Grandma Karen Community Neighbor Bank detailed weekend weather forecast brought to you every week by the good folks at Community Neighbor Bank. Thank you, Tommy D, for putting the Selma Sun website up.
Yeah, thank you.
I haven't been able to talk to all y'all, to see all of y'all on here. I promise you, I just see so many of you scrolling so fast, and we got so much going on. I don't get a chance to recognize all of you, but I do appreciate everybody tuning in. In California, 35 and clear with a freeze warning. The high of 50 today, 5 mile an hour wind, 81% humidity. Chilly week ahead. Good day for a pot of chili. Enjoy your week. Stay safe. That's from Grandma Karen out in California. She is a jewel, Todd.
Oh yeah, I remember. I missed when we used to be able to chat back and forth during the show.
Yeah, I
when
do.
The radio show was on. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put this up one more time, Todd, for everybody that's affected by the tornadoes in Dallas and Autauga County. That is the FEMA information. Recap that one more time, Todd.
Right, FEMA. They say register with FEMA. That's the number and the website. The other thing is if it's going to be raining this weekend, so get some tarps. One of the places I didn't mention was near the courthouse annex in Selma, the county courthouse. There is a place where you can get tarps, and it's kind of their staging area, the county staging area. So there's tarps available there as well as at the Church Street United Methodist Church, Selma High School, the Red Cross area there. Cover up, and especially if you have one of these historic homes. Not only do you need to protect what's there, but any little piece of wood. I'm board member of Historical Society. We're trying to get everybody to understand even the smallest piece of wood from one of these historic homes that was damaged could be imperative in putting it back properly.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact it's a lot better quality material than what is available today just over the market. There's ways to get that material still. But save every little piece of these historic homes so that it can be put back properly. And then the big importance to everything always equals money, because what happens is if you don't put a historic home back properly, you potentially could use your historic designation. The city could lose a historic district, a National Register designation, and a lot of times that equals tax credits, tourist dollars.
Yeah.
We want to be sure we protect, not to mention the integrity of the history to begin with.
That's right. And Selma is a very historic town, and it took a lick. It took a lick.
But go to selmasun.com, and the Selma Sun Facebook page. There's a lot of information on what's going on and how to get in touch with these folks.
And Todd, you have got a lot of interviews with a lot of people on y'all's YouTube channel too. Tell them how to get to that.
Yeah, it's Selma Sun, Selma Sun YouTube. Just go to YouTube and put in Selma Sun, and it'll take you to our channel, and you can like and subscribe to it and watch, because we do have a lot of interviews. There's some coming up. We have an officer here in town. His name is Lewis Atkins, and he bought the Candy Factory, a big building, and he was going to turn it into a laser tag, a place for kids to go that's safe, that is drug-free, and a fun place. It got hit hard. Mm-hmm. What he's going to do next is in the video that'll be posted here probably today. So go check that out too. And there's other stuff up there. A miracle happens at Crosspoint Christian Church. There's a video about that up there. You can go watch that. And there's just some really interesting stuff and some good things about good people helping. I mean, you're always going to have the bad, but there's a lot of good folks helping, doing a lot of good things in here. And there's a lot of that up there too. So go watch that.
And nobody is covering it better than Todd Prater at the Black Belt News Network and the Selma Sun newspaper. I promise you that.
I appreciate that. Well, I got a lot of help from Cindy Fisher. She's out there busting it too. So we're having a good time and hoping we're helping everybody.
And I hear Sarah in the background. She's helping you too.
My wife and my sons have been imperative. If it wasn't for them, there's a lot of the stuff that wouldn't get covered. Donnie did an interview that I'm going to have parts of in my story about the guy I talked about earlier from Huntsville. He's the one that did that interview, because I'm sending them out to different places that I can't go because there's so many things happening.
You just make sure Todd's at the jugging open, because I want him to do the live feed for us.
He'll be there, and he's got where he's good at that. He likes doing it, so he'll be there. Drew will be down there too, helping. However, and of course, I'll be there covering it for the news and stuff.
And Big Daddy, if you need a partner and want to go jugging to beat Team Bigfoot, I will be more than happy to get on that boat with you, brother.
All right, thank you. So I just might have to go out there and just to make a showing anyway that day.
You need to.
All right, guys, I thank you. It's been a great show. Thank y'all so much for joining me, Todd. Always a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you on the 18th. And Joe Allen, thank you. Now, Joe Allen, before I let you go, you was kind of concerned about the mental health of your brother, Bubba, putting everything at Dunn Sports on sale. Have you got anything left?
Oh yeah, there's plenty there. We got to get rid of some of this winter inventory and be getting ready to pull out that spring stuff coming in. So there's a lot of stuff on sale. You need some clothes. Still need long winter gear. We got a lot of it on 30% sale right now.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I tell you what, and I know the guns. You put some those Glock pistols. Have you got any of those left?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of those still in stock. You got one of them we're doing a big special on, and some other special on a lot of other guns too right now. And it's coming up, what we call handgun season. Everybody's getting some income tax money back, and everybody's concerned about certain things in the economy. Things are unstable, so they want a little protection at home and be safe. So come on and check them out.
All right, Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama. Tommy D put the link up to his Facebook page. You can see all those specials. Team Bigfoot is eating their chest for February the 18th. Jugged Open. Todd's going to be there. We're going to have a great time. Todd, once again, thank you for your excellent reporting and covering the disaster in Selma. And hopefully we're on the mend. We're on the way to get everything back together.
Amen. And thank you so much for having me on. And I appreciate all the nice words from both of y'all. Thank you.
All right. And we don't forget, y'all, safety. We had a tree stand fall last Saturday. I don't know he fell 25 feet down around Silver Hill area, and the paramedics. I hadn't had a recap on him, but he did not have a safety harness on. So practice safety. Everybody have a great weekend. Now more than ever, God bless America. And remember what old Big Dad said, get outdoors. Y'all stand by.
Pal taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick.